Alright, here we go. Due to an incredible demand for my last video, you asked and I listened, and I thought, well, it's time to give the people more of what they want. So, I'm here bringing you my version of a comprehensive ghost guide. Ghost is the basic bitch of the breach. He's your standard AR wielding battle mage. He comes with a kit that's easy to pick up, but he's still a lot of fun and can output high damage, some crowd control, and he can pick up some sick snipes. All right, for a little bit of ghost lore, he was a former soldier accused of terrible crimes, and then now he combines his magical and military abilities to stay one step ahead of the ones hunting him. Wow. Now, for a little, before we get into playing ghosts, you might want to learn what he does. So, for his passive, Ghost gains stacking Omnivamp after hitting an ability for 3.5 seconds. Omnivamp heals you for a percentage of the damage you deal, keeping you in the fight longer. See, the- these stacks fall off all at once, not just one at a time, so keep that in mind. And then another part of his passive is Ghost restores 500 health upon knocking an enemy. Alright, so Ghost's primary weapon is a 30-round assault rifle. It reloads when you're not shooting, shoots very fast, has a good range, and if you're landing most of your shots, you'll melt most teams. This weapon feels really nice, and it's a great starter for SUPERVIVE, as it's just a standard assault rifle. Alright, now for Ghost's first ability, his right click is a spike grenade. It deals damage and dazes enemies that are struck. And if you manage to shoot it into terrain, it sticks and explodes in a cone, dazing them a little longer and knocking them back. If you knock back an enemy into terrain, they're stunned. And if you manage to land a blast off a wall, the cooldown is reduced by 40%. Yeah. This ability feels really nice if you can hit a bomb behind an enemy team that's engaging on you. You can CC the fighters and or the support in the back line, or even hit the frontliner before they have a chance to engage, damaging the tank and the carries all at once. Heck yeah. And now we'll go on to Ghost's movement ability. It's called Combat Slide, and it's exactly what it sounds like. You slide forward when the shift button is pressed. If you hold the button longer, you slide longer. You slide longer, but the cooldown is on a longer cooldown. So it's a little give and take. Short slide, short cooldown. Long slide, long cooldown. Let's see. It has, but it also has a reset mechanic. If you manage to knock an enemy, it goes on cooldown, allowing you to keep on sliding along the edges of the battle. This is the ability I like to put my fourth ability point into because it gives you a move speed buff at the end of the dash, and that bonus survivability is amazing on Ghost. Now, for Ghost's third ability, it's called Arcane Railgun. You'll charge this up for a very short time and then fire a long-range beam that can pierce terrain. See, targets that are dazed from your spike grenade also take bonus damage. This ability is the chef's kiss of a sniper's dream. Can't tell you how many times I've gotten Hunter's Ring away from me from over the abyss only to get spiked over off screen. It's my favorite ability, and you'll see skilled ghosts landing this all day long. Alright, so next up we got Ghost's ultimate ability. This one's called Summon Napalm. It drops an arcane napalm at the target location in a circle, dealing that deals more damage in the center of the circle and leaves behind a burning zone for 3 seconds. This burning zone slows enemies and deals damage. This is Ghost's big team fighting ability. It's great for dealing burst damage and zoning. You can take out the back line if they have someone like Hudson or Oath in the front blocking you. Just summon napalm behind them. All right, so now for some tips on ghosts. Using all your abilities on ghosts is important for succeeding. mainly because they're all skill shots and they all have some sort of delay. So it takes a little time to work them out together. But when you manage to shoot a spike grenade into the wall behind the healer, then hit them with a napalm and an arcane railgun follow-up, nothing feels better, and they won't even know what happened. Um, Feels so good. All right, now for my armory setup, Ghost has a lot of solid options since he's a basic character. But and so it depends how you like to play, but these are some of my favorite relics. Thunderbolt, awesome relic for a bit of extra burst damage. Uh, and it gives you bonus damage to your abilities. So Sunweaver is also a good relic for bonus damage to your abilities, and it shoots out a seeking missile on your primary fire, which goes good with alternating in between your primary fire and your abilities, giving you the max bonus damage. And then the last relic that I really enjoy using is Isochrome's Time Staff, which gives you a huge 22% ability haste. Which, I mean, more ability, more damage, more sliding. What more could you ask for? See, for my grips, like the it's up to personal preference. But for me, I like taking the power gauntlet and the long claw optics. Both these feed into making Ghost Assault Rifle stronger, with the power gauntlet giving you more damage and long claw optics giving you bonus range. So Fate's Head Claw and Rabbit Paw are also good options. I like to keep them in my rotation depending how I'm feeling. The Rabbit Paw gives you more mobility at the end of your dash, so it synergizes well with your 4 points in your dash. And then the Tech Claw just increases ability damage. So that'll help if you're trying to get more snipes off. See. As for my kicks, I almost exclusively take Face Striders. They have a bonus dash haste, which is very important for staying on the outskirts of the fight and staying alive. But if you're dying to try on a different pair of Yeezys, the Bloodlust Gauntlets can be a lot of fun too. They give you bonus move speed when you hit an enemy with your primary fire. Heck yeah. Alright, now for skins. First up we got your standard ghost skin. Wow. Next up we got Ghost of the Secret Order. Now we got Destiny 2 Ghost Skin. This one is the Spec Ops, which looks straight out of Monster Hunter. And then last, we got Primarch of the Blood Angels Sanguinius Ghost. Nice. Okay. Now for some closing out Ghost tips. Ghost thrives on the outside of the fight. He has great mobility and awesome damage as long as you can land your abilities and your primary fire. Try to land your spike grenade on a wall behind the enemy to hit multiple hunters with your spike grenade. This can set you up for a nice three-man arcane railgun, and it just feels so good. Uh, Ghost may be basic, but with a lot of practice, with some practice, he feels really good. All right. Ghost may be the basic character on the breach, but just because he's basic doesn't mean he isn't fun. He's a blast to play, and I think he fits in perfectly with the rest of the cast of the breach. If you have any tips, leave a comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. This has been Riverlad. Hope you enjoyed the guide, and I'll see you next time. Peace.